Hello, good evening, and welcome to yet another edition of GCBC UKBBL Premiership? No, League 29. Joining me as usual is Mr. Davo. Good evening, Davo.
Oh, good evening.
How are we, Mr. Davo?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you this evening?
I'm not bad at all. Live to the nation, and joining us this evening is from Sweden and from the OCC. Good evening, Pidpad. Good to have you with us.
Hello, hello. Good to be here.
Brilliant. Right, so the game that we're going to pick up is one from Division D, and purely because this is my show, and that's from my division. So we're going to watch the Tlaxlan Tanks versus the Shadows of Tartarus. Shadows of Tartarus, if they win this match, are going to go top. That's Dark Elves versus Lizards. We don't watch much Lizard match, but Andy likes a bit of Dark Elves. Don't you, Andy? We'll cover that later. Tlaxlan Tanks versus Shadows of Tartarus. This is JJ. His Dark Elf team. I've already played them. Managed to pick up a draw. So, come on, start the game. There we go. So, Pidpad, how's your season going?
It was going brilliantly until was it yesterday? Yesterday.
And what happened
Oh.
yesterday?
I played like a donkey.
So this is looking pretty nice for the Javrel's Lizards at the moment, isn't it?
You know that under team you had on last week?
Oh, BK Benbrock. Go on, tell us what happened to them. What happened?
No, the Dark Elf team you had on last week that got absolutely murdered.
Oh, yes.
I lost to them.
Or did they have a lot of inducements?
They did. To be fair, the choice of some of the inducements surprised me and were utterly ineffective.
And yet you still didn't win.
No.
Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I did respect the Aster Granite Turf and the Blizzard. My opponent didn't.
Wow, and you still lost?
Yes, he didn't fail many go for it.
Wow, that's incredible. Right, good evening 20 Phoenix, good evening Crazy UK guy, James Overlord. Good evening Al Bundy, no M2. And good evening WCM Tabby. Good to have you with us. What's your UKBBL name, or have you just picked up the stream from somewhere else? We'll come back to that later. So, Pidpad, I always like to do this. First time you've been on the show. Talk us through your Blood Bowl life story.
It's quite long.
That's okay. We've got an hour and a half to 2 hours to fill, so...
It actually started with 2nd edition.
Alright, so that's the one with the Astro Granite board.
Yep.
Right.
Which we made house rules for, like any sensible person.
Right. House rules, always good.
And these weren't, but that's beside the point.
Okay, so and did you have a favourite race back then? I remember playing 2nd edition, and I had a good alignment race, so I had a bit of everything. So my team back then were called the Star Carillions. I had an ogre and treeman and some halflings and some elves and the dwarves, and I had a werewolf and a berserker from the Norse outfit and a slan catcher. Back in the days when you could basically do whatever you liked. What did you have?
Can't quite remember. I'd probably like Dark Elves.
Ray.
Oh,
Excellent.
get out. That's it. No, you're done. That's it. That's the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, basically, I had to play the agility sides because my friend wanted to play the Bashir sides.
Sorry, folks. Let me just bring up the actual... I'm not actually streaming the game here. I'm streaming my monitor. So, there we go. There we go. You can now see what term we're on. Right, so we're on term 5. It's the Lizards' term 5.
Are you sure, Gav? Because it looks like it's the stream needs sort of stretching out a little bit on the sides.
I've done it. Yeah, just give it a second. It'll. There we go. There we go. As if by magic, it's just magically done it on the stream. Dork Elves are okay. Good evening, Bushranger from Down Under. And good evening, Bevan. And a special shout out for Tabula Rosa. Good to have you in the UKBBL. Hope you enjoy your tenure with us. Oh, did we drop the ball? Oh, we've got a failed catch. Why would you...
With a read-on.
It was a handoff. It was a handoff.
Well, that is a catch, Andy, as far as I could remember.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was.
So go on. This is not a chance for the lizards here. What's the play here, Andy? You know you want to tell us.
I'm just working out all the different which ways to do it.
Well,
since you've got strength
to choose from, shove a skink into the ball. Be happy.
I wouldn't go with a skink. I'd whack a Saurus.
I think I'd whack a Saurus as well, actually. That's what I was thinking. That was my initial reaction.
Block Mighty Blow and a skink. Quite like that.
Yeah, but you got to roll POW.
Not if you're other based. Because you want to push the ball, don't you? You need to get on the ball. Yeah.
So I would use the Strength 4 lineman and hit Saurus, number 6 Saurus. But looking at the way he's setting up, that's not what he's about to do.
So whilst we're watching this unfold and Andy's having a good think about it, so Pidpad, you think you started with Dark Elves. When did you see the error of your ways?
Quite early. We got the 3rd edition shortly after.
And you have to follow this up as well. Always follow these up.
Oh, that's bounced.
Always follow
that's
them up.
bounced nicely.
Oh dear.
And in the 3rd edition, it was more of the same. Me playing the agility races and my friend playing the bashy races.
So my understanding is you've had a little bit of success with High Elves. In fact, didn't you not win the OCC with High Elves?
I did.
That's a nice time to roll, pal. Another ball. Oh, and the and the ball has ended up with the player that he was trying to hand off to in the first place. And that turn has just wrecked the Dark Elves defence, and it's a fairly straightforward run-in now. Ouch.
Well, I'd be pleased as that with JJ. Oh, no I wouldn't. I'd be quite cross.
Right, so in 3rd edition,
Yeah.
found a liking for High Elves.
Nice. And would you consider that's your favourite race, or do we not have a favourite race, Peter? Are we too far above
race that I've actually played is Underworld, with High Elves second.
Is that still absolutely the case? Underworld is the way to go for you, especially if all the star players are in the game?
Not certain I'm going to play them because I haven't played much Slan, and Proxy Slan will be in.
Ah, right. That's an itch you've got to scratch.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Granted, I play in 2 leagues, so there's another team that could be Underworld.
Are you going to play? Oh, that's true. It'd be nice to have
Or
Slan
Elves,
in the
because I
OCC.
miss Elves at the moment.
Oh, bless. Well, you are playing Dwarves in the UKBBL at the moment. Why Dwarves at the moment?
No, Undead.
Oh, Undead, that's right, sorry. Well, why Undead? Same question.
Well, they are a bit faster than Dwarves. That's a good enough reason. I did play Dwarves in the UKBBL.
Yes, you did, didn't you? Yes, you did. Well, you were apparently going to do something a bit unusual with the Dwarves, but it never really materialised, did it?
Sort of
Oh,
did.
he's going to stall here by the looks of it. You only play that block if you're going to stall, I think. You don't do anything else. Does this Dark Elf have any guard? Oh, he does. He's got one piece. It's quite well placed, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's got Strength 4 Blitzer.
Yeah.
This is dangerous. It depends a little bit how he straightens this out, but it could be dangerous because of the surfing.
Yes.
And he is splitting his Sauruses up now, and that's exactly what you want to see as the Dark Elf coach. So it can be done, but it's not going to be straightforward.
Well, the reason for Undead is to actually play a competitive team for a change.
The Waytrix is having a pop at me in the stream for accusing you of playing dwarves. He's done it before, Waytrix, to be fair. And Bushranger asks, what kind of high elves do you prefer, ones on weed, meth or coke? How very witty. Right, so you realised you like a bit of agility. What's he thinking about here?
Yes, quite.
Okay, and then from your days playing as a high elf coach in 3rd edition, where did you go from there?
Well, to be fair, we were 2 persons playing in a league with about 30 teams or something.
Nice.
So,
Was the other person your brother?
No, he did not play Blood Bowl back then.
Okay.
I tricked him into it later.
Did he have to be tricked into it?
Possibly. No, so we played a lot of different teams. And as I said, my friend wanted to play the Bashir teams, so I ended up playing lots of agility teams.
Did you have the better of it, or do you think it was 50-50?
I had the better of it. He mainly wanted to do damage.
Okay. And then, so how? Obviously, I know that you're involved somewhat in the OCC. How did you get involved in the computer version of the game? And
I was always going to buy that.
Right.
The tabletop league I played in then had pretty much died, which Robo, actually, my brother, played in.
Did it die because of lack of interest, or did it die because of the computer game?
Neither. People just moved to different cities.
Okay.
It wasn't as easy to play in my living room anymore.
Okay. Well, there's some serfs on here, Andy, like you said. Hasn't got the deepest of benches. In fact, that's his bench there. That's the lizard bench. It's this solitary skink. Unskilled skink at that. So what do you do here, Andy? What's the best play if you're the Dark Elf coach here?
I would wipe out a skink. And then you can just put pressure on those remaining Sauruses. So then the following turn, as long as you can put a lot of pressure on those last 3 Sauruses, you're going to force the score on a following turn, and then you'll get 2 turns to score back. But you have to put lots of pressure on.
Good evening, Steph, by the way. Good to have you online with us.
Congratulations on your win the other day.
Well, the amount of strength increases he's got, it's always a surprise if he doesn't win. Do you agree with Andy's opinion there, Pidpad?
Yeah.
Force a score and see what happens.
Yeah, you get 2 turns to score back. You have 3 rerolls. You could even do crazy stuff.
Not tempted to hunt the 6?
No.
No, that's for next turn.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Reroll it. No, you absolutely reroll that. You've got 3 rerolls. What else are you going to spend your reroll on this turn? Why would you not reroll it? And you should have split the witches up as well. Because if you split the witches up, you're attacking with frenzy and multiple pressure points against the same Saurus. Yeah.
Do you think people succumb to witches like in that way?
I was just thinking that when you put
would not have
pressure
followed
on,
up there.
then no, me either. Because then you can't move the strength 4 blitzer away. Strength 4 blitz has got to go against that other skink.
Which other skink?
The one that's on the field. It's against the sideline. You've got to move him in. No, he's gone the wrong way.
Where,
Well,
where did you want the strength 4 piece?
I wouldn't have positioned like that at all. So it's a bit difficult to pull that apart because only about 2 pieces are in about the same places I would have put them.
Well, following up that block on the skink was not the best.
Dark Elves have lost a player. Their kick piece has been injured already, so that's going to hurt.
Well, he's not going to use kick anymore in this game if things go according to plan.
Good point.
So he's down to 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 players with that KO. And that's a loner as well. I wonder what inducements he's taken. He's not got very much. He's got 3 rerolls and an apothecary. I suppose that strength 4 block tackle piece carries a lot of money, doesn't it? So how much is that? That's
200, 190, sir.
190, that's a lot, isn't it? Oh dear.
That's a little bit unlucky.
Oh dear, oh
Which
dear.
shouldn't be the first place.
Hi Farron, good to have you online with us. Oh, never mind, Steph, about the forfeit, it happens. Good evening, Loki Star, as well. So, Pidpad, tell us a little bit about, because I don't know how many of the viewers watch or play both in the UKBBL and the OCC. So, tell us about the primary differences between the UKBBL and the OCC. Score touch now.
The biggest difference is no playoffs in OCC.
Okay.
One top division.
Straight divisions.
Yes.
So you win the Premiership or top tier, and that's it, you're champions.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd say that and only 10 teams per division rather than 12.
So it's a 9-week turnaround.
Yeah. Otherwise, they are fairly similar, at least.
I'd like to see the ACC move to a 12-week season, 10-week, an 11-week season.
Why'd you say that, Andy?
Because then we can have the off seasons at the same time, and then I can arrange my holidays more easily.
And
we
the
would
Dark
need
Elf.
to sync well.
Yeah.
That Witch Elf didn't wake up, so that's one attempt at waking up. One to go. There's a nice, useful movement 9 skink.
Oh, 20 Phoenix has a question for Pidpad. He wants to know where the handle came from. And just while you're just recalling that, I'm going to remind the viewers that he is Swedish, so this could go anywhere.
Well, part of it comes from a Swedish role-playing supplement called Svartfolk. It's basically about orcs and their culture and stuff. They had a random name generating table. And we played as orcs, and I rolled something called Pidjar. Then I
Sounds like a Pokemon.
pretty much played World of Warcraft as an orc warlock with the same name. The guild fell apart, and then but everyone liked my imp for some unknown reason. It was named Nalpad, so I merged those two names into a gnome. It was basically meant to be a for fun character, I was supposed to play Paladin. That did not happen.
A gnome paladin.
No, the gnome was Warlock. I was
Okay.
supposed to be a human Paladin.
Okay.
I did not like Paladins. I ended up as a Warlock again.
The G Coleman 76 20 Phoenix. I that was by accident when I first got Blood Bowl.
It's his IQ.
When I got Blood Bowl Legendary Edition, it asked for a name, and I didn't realise that would be my on-screen name from then on. Because if I would have done it, I would have gone with my World of Warcraft character's name as well. You'd all be calling me Bronxic. So.
That's what you think.
Nice. Actually, most people called me Bronx back then. Right. This is not easy to score. Is the lizards still setting up? They are, aren't they? So Andy, we've got the tabletop coming up the weekend after next. The rosters are flowing in. There's a couple that haven't quite got there yet. In fact, there's only 2 outstanding. I've heard from one of them, which then leaves.
Cyrus, one of them.
No, he's not actually come back to me yet. That there, Phil has actually submitted his today, and I've had a text message from or a PM from Tapestry this morning saying, yeah, he knows it's got to be in today, but he's working till late, but it will be in tonight, but latest. Which then leaves the usual, late roster submission dude. But we're not surprised, are we?
No, he's always late. I think he just likes paying money.
Not bronchitis, you plebs.
See?
Bronx. I got it from a movie called The Medicine Man, actually, with Sean Connery.
Where's the 76 from? I mean, you obviously didn't pick up on my previous comment.
The 76 is the year I was born.
Okay. I knew you were
thought that would be obvious, but
no, because my email is Davo1997, and I'm definitely not born in 97.
Why is it that Davo 1997 then?
because that's when he created the email address.
No, because that was the only year that was available.
Why a year? You silly person.
This could be the shortest turn in the game. Oh, okay, he's doing it that way.
Are we going to see an OCC stream? Pidpad?
There are a bunch of coaches streaming, but yeah.
But not with a dedicated, fanzine type program that where we chit chat away during the evening and evening of Blood Bowl.
It's a bit harder to organize. There's probably more different time zones in OCC.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It is a world league, isn't it? Yeah, I forget that.
Well, European at least.
Yeah. I have to.
And
Right.
then
So,
we have
sorry, go on.
shift, which doesn't really help either.
Yeah. Oh, and he's failed the pick up. Always the way. Oh, and it's a double one.
That ball is slippery.
That makes it hard, doesn't it? So who's in scoring range now? This blitzer,
2.
strength 4 blitzer, and this guy, who's actually in a tackle zone as well, to boot. So and there is a blodger. Okay. So where were we, Pidpad? So you think Underworld is your favourite race to play?
Probably.
Why? I have to ask why. I do like Underworld myself, actually, but tell us why. What's the draw to Underworld?
I'm a sucker for hero plays.
For what? Sorry.
hero plays when you charge a lone goblin into a cage and hit the ball carrier, stuff like that.
Oh, hero plays. I'm with you. I'm with you. So
Yeah.
you get the and what, Horns Goblin, or is it all the better if it's not a Horns Goblin piece?
Well, horns is a good thing to have.
How often does it work? How successful have you been with?
Well, considering I had a horns 2-head wrestle strip ball goblin quite often.
Horns 2-head strip ball. That's all you need, isn't it? Maybe block, I suppose.
Tackle wouldn't hurt.
Well, yes, if you could cherry pick the skill, a +1 strength might be nice.
Would also be nice. Nah, a problem was he also had a niggle.
Do you know what? When I changed from my high elf team, I was so tempted to change to Underworld, and the reason I didn't was because of the lack of the right style players for Underworld in Chaos Edition. Used to drive me nuts not having them available, and I think that really hurt Underworld.
Yes, you had Bomber Dribblesnot and Morg.
Yeah, and it was really bad. And I am hopeful that we're going to see Underworld be even more competitive in Blood Bowl 2.
But we can ask Andy if he likes Bomber Dribblesnot.
No, we can't. That's a leading question.
I
No.
might have killed his Chaos Dwarf team by turn 1.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you killed both bull centaurs. Though one came back, and I think you crippled the dwarf as well.
Was that against you, Andy?
Yeah, that was the game that my Chaos Dwarf team died. The Agi 4
Against
bull
Pidpad?
centaur died. Yeah, it was against.
Oh, Pidpad, you need to come back on the show every week, and we can talk about that every week. That'll never get old.
It will. It was old.
It
Definitely.
also involved a misplay, sort of.
Did you have any decent players on that team, Andy?
Yes. Yes, it was a very good team.
To be fair, you still won the game.
Yes, but I lost the war.
And that was the beginning of the end for that Chaos Dwarf team, was it, Andy? I have to ask then, Andy, after that happened, did you manage to get yourself relegated the following season?
I know, I re-rolled the team.
Wow.
It was
One
definitely
Deadpool and another one with a movement decrease.
Oh,
And that
so
one
it
was
was...
built wrong.
Oh, dear. That's tragic.
Yeah.
That's tragic, Andy.
And that was turn 1.
And you still
Yeah.
lost, Pid.
Yes, because I didn't do any more damage in the game. Well, apart from that dwarf.
But you had no bull centaurs.
Yeah, the
Yes, but he had lots of mighty blow dwarves, and I had goblins.
Did you have Minotaur?
No, I don't think so. I did have a Minotaur at points in that team, but it died.
Like your
I got
Slap My
a-
Pitch Up team.
Yeah, I don't have a very good run with Minotaurs in my Chaos teams. Tend to just die.
The Chaos Dwarf Minotaur is not as good as the Chaos Minotaur, is he, though?
No, it's not.
Same
No.
price, though, isn't it?
Yes, but it fulfills a slightly different role.
Oh, what's the role of the Minotaur in the Chaos Dwarf team?
It's much more roadblock orientated because it hasn't got. You can't just bang claw on it straight away because the blockers are doing the
And,
blocks.
He actually gets to blitz at times.
Yeah,
And he's not a hobgoblin.
Do you? I suppose because he's replacing the Hobgoblin, isn't he? If you don't have the big guy, you have to have the Hobgoblin. So, would you say that the Minotaur is a must on a Chaos Dwarf team, Pid?
No, but I don't think he's a bad option.
Not a bad
Which I
option,
do.
but not a must-have option if you want to keep the TV.
But I
down.
think Mino on the Chaos team is a bad option.
Okay. Do you agree with that, Andy?
Oh, I think
My
it's
God,
probably
you're
is-
yawning on a Monday night again. What
I
is
know
it?
what I'm-
Every Monday we have to listen to you yawning.
I know. It's a hard life now.
Is it?
No. Just tired. I was trying to work out what the probability of this score was going to be. I don't know what the conversation was.
So it's a 3... we can come back to it in a minute. So it's a... let's spin this on its head. Right, so there's a Dark Elves. Jeepers. It's not easy, is it? Let's be honest.
3 plus, 2 plus. 1, 2, 3,
1,
4,
2,
5,
3.
6, 7. 2 plus, 3 plus. And then you have to blitz this forward skink, and then it's a 3 plus with a 3 plus. Yeah, it's bunt. No, that was the wrong play. Okay, he's not going to score now. Because you have to do the handoff. Because you got to dive. You're not. Your blitz has to be with a blitzer that's furthest forward.
I think he'll be blitzing the skink next to the ball. Can't do that either.
It was actually. Oh no, there isn't. No, I thought he was. Yeah, I thought he was cleverer than I was. Turns out he's not. What he could. Oh no, he could still do it.
Right, he's got the ball. That's the re-roll gone. Well, I'll ask that question in a minute, 20 Phoenix. Right, so he's got the ball.
There is one other thing that's actually on here, which before you want to pause it a second. Which is the guy he's just thrown the ball to. If he fills the square in behind the skink,
This
that
one.
is
In front of the
hang on.
Saurus.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
And you fill in the 2 squares. You can blitz the skink sideways, and you can actually then push into your blitzer. Oh, has he got sidestep? Oh, okay. No, it hasn't. It's got dodge, hasn't it? It's got block. Sorry, it's got block. So you can push into your blitzer number 3, who goes towards the end zone, and then you can dodge out on a 3, dodge out on another 3, and you can score. It's actually slightly easier, I think. And your throw isn't in traffic. I hadn't quite. I was looking at that as a wild option, because you can get the witch elf can come and fill in one of the squares, and the lineman that hadn't moved yet can fill in this
So
square.
you're talking about these 2 guys moving over here,
Yeah,
and then hitting this piece.
yeah.
Number
I
9,
was.
skink number 9 into here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hadn't worked out whether it was actually better or not, but it was certainly an option. I was just halfway through doing it, but as he'd started moving,
And would you do it with
that's
the
why
witch
I asked for the
elf?
pause.
You do the
No, you've got to do the blitz with the ball, with the guy who's got the ball now.
Yeah. So let's see if this works out.
I definitely would have done it that way, because the guy you just hit has got sidestep. So you're now making yourself roll a 4
Oh,
plus.
wowza.
Which he rolled a 3, and I don't need any 4 pluses in my solution.
Oh, and he fell over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as the Dark Elf coach, do you play for the draw or the win?
Well, don't forget, from Tier 2, you have to win your division to get into the Premiership, so... JJ, just so you know, just bring up...
No, Robbo, it was 3-3-2. Because you don't have to go towards the end zone. You can come away and then towards it, because you push yourself forward a square. I think it was 3-3-2 with some double go for it.
So this is Division D. I'm just bringing up the division on the screen there. So this is Shadows of Tartarus, who are currently sitting in 3rd place, and they're playing the 5th place team. So they're both at the top end of the table. Shadows of Tartarus are 2 wins, a draw, and 0 losses, and the Tanks are 2 wins and 1 loss. The Tartarus have only dropped points against Final. Yay! Well, we had our first loss of the season this week. We lost to the team that's currently top. Pros at dying. Hard to beat Norse when they don't fail armour. But never mind.
Sounds like excuses to me.
Well, yes, this is true. Thanks, Pid, for your contribution. Right, so the question from 20 Phoenix. What about tabletop, Pid? So in a tabletop tournament, what's your stance on Minotaurs in that? For Chorfs and for Chaos.
I wouldn't play either team given a choice.
Well, alright, same question to Andy then. Your stance on Minotaurs for those two teams in a tabletop environment, Andy?
Required, probably. Definitely in Chaos, probably required in Chorf. It
That
depends.
said, I have played Chaos in one tabletop tournament. I had a minor.
Yeah, me too. I've played Chaos once at a tabletop tournament and I had a Minotaur.
Gav, can we have
Robo just pointed out.
You want the skills on?
Carrier Mino. Maybe not
There
the
you go.
smartest thing I've ever done.
Skills are on.
It depends a little bit on the TV though, Gav. Under 1100, it becomes quite difficult to stick a Chaos Minotaur in. Oh dear, we've had another one on the pickup. This is why you have sure hands on a runner, everyone.
Didn't use the reroll.
I wouldn't use a reroll here.
Do you take the sure hands as the first skill, Andy? Because that runner's picked up pass and dodge.
No. Well, it depends on how you're building the team, because I would build a Dark Elf team. You have to rewind it to the start. So starting Dark Elf roster is 4 blitzes, a runner, and 2 rerolls, rest line. So in your first game, your target is to level up either one of the blitzers or ideally the runner. The runner then gets leader. I would then go sure hands at 16 points. So you're then playing with 3 rerolls. You then level up all the blitzers and anyone who gets the MVP. Then you buy the Witch Elf. Hopefully the runner dies at this point and you can start again.
Well, what are you hunting for in the runner?
Dream runner is an agility increase, so dumping off works. You go agility 5, sure hands, pass, accurate, and dodge would be my 76 point skills.
No block?
176, but you'll never get there.
While I would start off with dodge and block.
20 Phoenix says he wouldn't take the runner.
You've got to take one on a starting team because you need the free access to the 3rd reroll. Because after your first game, if you win, then you've bought your apothecary, and then you get leader, which is your 3rd reroll. So you then got 11 players, 3 rerolls, 4 block. It's very good.
Good evening, Ging.
Or you could have a Witch Elf instead of the 4th Blitzer and then...
Yeah, you could, but you're stuck then with playing with 2 rerolls for a very long time.
Yep.
Probably, well, I say long time, 5 games probably.
Could I have the kiss of Andy's curse? The curse of the commentator, Andy. Particularly on this agility 5 skink at the back that has sidestep and all kinds of shenanigans. If you be sure feet, sidestep, he can go. Please.
Have you still got to play these lot?
I have to play the Clackdown tanks, yes.
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Gav. I'm prohibiting myself from doing that.
Oh, Andy, come on. Well, I'm going to say it then. If anyone from the Lizardman team kicks the bucket tonight, it's going to be Cromwell. Closely followed by that Movement 9 piece. Either of those chaps, get hurt. That suits me down to the ground. I've got Chorfs next week.
Alright, who are you playing?
Doctor Strangeglove. I did have a Black Orc killed this week. I did have the money to replace him, but I didn't. I spent it on my stadium instead.
Who needs Black Orcs?
I've got 2. How many more do you need? I can feel Andy shaking his head at that statement. Good evening, Mystic John. Talking about
Right.
re-rolls, can a Necro team survive with 2 re-rolls and 2 Wolves in the starting 11? 20 Phoenix
No.
says
I would say no.
Right. The thing with rerolls are they're a thing to mitigate risk. That's what they're there for. So all of your actions contain risk. The higher the probability of failure is, the higher the risk. So if you don't have very much block, for example, and you're a bash team, then you're going to roll a lot of blocks, and therefore you're going to have to turn over more. So you're going to need to re-roll those blocks. Therefore, you need more re-rolls. An agility team without any access to dodge is going to not be able to dodge very often, and therefore use re-rolls dodging. So in the case of elves, that means that you fail dodges more frequently because you don't have dodge skill. And in the case of bash teams, if you don't have block, you fail your blocks. So Necro would only have 2 block and 2 dodge, depending a little bit on how you build them. They are sort of a hybrid team, so they have to do blocking and dodging, so 2 rerolls would definitely not be high enough to complete all your actions. That would be.
okay. Okay. I've got an interesting question that's literally just popped into my head. I was thinking about a match I watched yesterday, also from Group D. Group D is blessed as one of the only divisions in the whole league that doesn't have a Chaos team in it. But we do have a very lovely all Hobgoblin team. Well, I say all Hobgoblin, there's a Minotaur. But apart from the Minotaur, Charlie Banks' the Hobgoblin team are in this division as well. Now, I watched a game yesterday where Charlie Banks absolutely played a stonker of a match. He did actually lose, unfortunately, through no fault of his own. He had a couple of key plays that went against him, and that's to be expected. But I suppose this is my question. What's the more challenging setup? Would you say it's Charlie's Hobgoblin team or Bob and his Yaks Kemri team, which doesn't take anything but skeletons, I think it is, isn't it?
Can we add a team from OCC to the mix?
Go on.
It's 2 flesh golems and zombies.
Oh, that's up there. What's Bob's team called? I can't remember. He's had some results this season, as I recall. What is his team called? I'm trying to find it right now so I can actually give you.
I'm interested to know what the TV is before I answer that question. And I'd like to know what Charlie's TV is.
I'll have a look. I'll find Charlie's in a minute.
Because if they're both sensible, what they actually do to mitigate the downside of the total twat that they're playing with is they play with 2-star players every week. So the star players at 1400 TV will massively mitigate the lack of skilled positionals and won't actually be so much of a detriment. If you tried to play this team at 2000 TV, you'd get smashed off the park, but at 1400 you might get away
Can
with
anyone remember what Bob's... Oh, the Sour Sea Mutineers. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Farron. Which division? In F. There we go. Yeah, very... Oh, he's got 2 wins. His undead team. It's undead, not Kemri. So he's got a selection of skeletons and zombies with 2 mummies. And his team value is 1390 at the moment. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... He's got 15 players on his roster. He's being too successful. He's got a skeleton kick-off return, a block dauntless skeleton, quite a lot of fend. Charlie, however, in Group D, with his Hobgoblin team, he's got 1 win, 1 draw, and 2 losses. He's got one dirty player and a hobgoblin with mighty blow and no other skills, and he's at 1070. And he has a 14-man roster, so he has the space for 2 star player points. Having said that, he didn't take the star players yesterday. He took 2 bribes and an extra reroll, I think, or perhaps it was a halfling chef. I'm not certain. I suppose if you're keeping it to all hobgoblins, the one hobgoblin star player isn't actually in the game at the moment.
Looking at Charlie's team, 13 casualties inflicted, 1 taken. We hobgoblins?
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yes.
3 games. What's he played so far?
I'd argue there's something wrong with
Twits.
that
I think a lot of those casualties came yesterday, to be honest. You did brutalise the Skaven.
Yeah, Skaven coach didn't play particularly badly. I don't think he quite appreciated the danger that can be associated with brutal fouling setups, and Charlie definitely got the better of him there.
He took a wizard in the FA Cup, 20 Phoenix. What was the score in the FA Cup, Phoenix? Bob does like a crazy play. Flesh golems and zombies. Oh, I have heard of a complete zombie team being played once, and they actually won a game 1-0. That was quite good. And they were Neon pitch cleared. They were playing Kemri. Right, well, looks like the Dark Elves are actually running away at the moment.
Is it lure the enemy team downfield to take advantage?
You can't really do that though with skinks, can you? I mean, it's not the team to do it against. Dark Elves aren't that fast, are they?
Nope, lizards are actually faster, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, even their strong pieces, and you can't really base them either, can you?
Nope, give away too many hits. Lizards Dark Elves is not a straightforward matchup. You have to outthink the lizard coach usually.
I used to hate playing Tapestry's lizards, not because Tapestry's an exceptionally quick player. It was because he was very good at utilising the strength, the diving tackle on the skinks in the right places, and then standing on elves when he had the chance. Charlie conceded at half time. Wow, in the FA Cup. I hope that gets brought up next week when we're doing the draw for the second round of the FA Cup. That's disgusting. The star player we really need in the game is Puggy Bacon Breath because he has the best name. Puggy is a god. It was one of my very first star player models as well. Which is the star player that you're looking forward to the most, Pidpad, with Legendary Edition coming along? And which race, actually? I'm going to ask that. So, by the sounds of it, you're really excited about having the Kislev Slan team turning up. But
Yep.
Are there any other races that you're excited about having coming along? And if that is the case, which ones? And on top of that, star players that you'd like to see?
Well, all of them, of course.
But any particular favourites? I want Scrapper Sorehead personally.
Oddly enough, Bomber Dribble's not.
Why? Why Bomber? For the Underworld?
Mainly because of the what I believe to be the broken stadium thingy.
Oh, what, the additional bribe? Oh, the star player, 50k off.
Yes.
So you can get Bomber Dribble Snot for 10k.
Yes, I would, in fact, consider playing my least favorite race, which is orcs.
Really? Just for that?
They also have a chainsaw, and they are not goblins.
I have spoken about this a few times, and I'm of the opinion that inducement needs to be altered somewhat. There's a Surf Dark Elf.
Yeah, he did rather leave himself open for that,
Yeah.
as Robbo put in the stream.
Yeah.
He is actually leaving himself open to a counter surf, but see exactly what he does with that skink.
Doesn't matter, he's still open to a counter surf.
Yeah, mostly. He can still recover the situation, but yes.
Yeah, I've thought about that, and I think that that inducement, that stadium enhancement, needs to be changed so it works out at you get a percentage off of the star player.
Yeah, because the way it is now, you can't have the secret weapons. And then you add the bribe stadium enhancement on top of that, and it's just going to be silly. Oh wait, it's also a stadium enhancement. But yeah,
No, you can't have both though. You can't.
No, I realized. But yeah, oh, it's going to be quite silly.
Well, but if you're going to buff Underworld, it's not that much of a buff.
Well, it's orcs.
Yeah,
orcs really abuse it.
Scrap a sawhead for 100k.
Underworld doesn't have a chainsaw.
Rip it for 220. Would be nice. Morg for 380.
Still too much.
It is still too much. Okay, so Bomber Dribble Snot for that reason. Okay, so if you take that off the table, if you don't have that inducement, which style player are you looking forward to?
That would sort of require me to know who's actually in the game.
Well, I assume that they're all coming.
I have to look at the list.
No, Sebo, that's the problem. There is no minimum.
Yeah, I think that's part of what I'd be lobbying Cyanide to change. Actually, have it at a certain percentage, or you have it at 50k or something, or but you can't reduce a player lower than 50k. So if you leave it alone, but if it reduces a player's value under 50k, then you just get them for 50. That kind of fixes it.
Well, regardless, chainsaws in general.
That's right, 50k for a chainsaw. What's wrong with that?
Oh, God.
No, as for star players, that was chainsaws in general.
Yeah.
50k for a chainsaw worries me.
Well, you're saying that as a chaos coach. I'm not sure everybody else would agree with you, Andy.
I'm saying that as a sane person.
You're still playing chaos.
Yeah, no respect, Andy. No respect. Speaking of which, you losing respect, let's talk about your tabletop roster. Do you want to walk us through your Dark Elf roster that you're taking for the win?
Yeah, sure. So I did declare earlier in January that this year I would only be playing Dark Elves at tournaments. So I'm sticking to my statement. And I'm going to write this out into chat as well, just because it's probably easier to see it and take it in chat. But the rule pack is you get 48 star player points to spend. So that would equate to 8 normal skills, Or you can stick 16 star player points on one player, and that means that the second skill you put on the player can be a double. So in the case of Dark Elves, if you wanted to go for guard, you'd need to put 16 star player points on something, and then their second skill could be guard. I've gone for 8 normal skills, and the roster is 2 Witch Elves, 4 Blitzers, 1 Runner, and the rest line them to 11. 8 normal skills, 4 Blodging Blitzers, 2 Wrestling Witch Elves, a Leader on my Runner, and 1 Wrestle Line Elf, with 2 normal rerolls and an Apothecary.
No tackle.
No, don't need
You're
any
gonna
tackle.
wrestle it down, aren't you?
There's hardly any dodge. I didn't know that when I built the roster, but there is hardly any dodge. But we'll get onto that in a minute.
There's plenty of halflings.
Yeah.
If you get a half,
Well, he has block.
I tell you what, there's 2 halfling teams. Waldorf and Charlie are going halflings, and I've looked at both the rosters. I think Charlie's going to be super competitive. I think Waldorf's roster is less optimal, but I think it's both very interesting. And there is an ogre team as well that's coming along as well, isn't there, Andy?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
I think if I had Dark Elves against Charlie's halflings, I'd be worried because they've both got chefs as well.
Yeah, but I've built in redundancy for that. Not for that reason, but I have
You've
Leader,
got the
which you
leader,
can't steal.
Yeah.
And I've got 6 Blodge pieces, so I've got some redundancy.
I think you've got 0 tackle.
But yeah, I've got 0 tackle. What is interesting is there are no Wood Elf teams, 0. And there's hardly any Norse teams as well, as far as I can remember. I think it's like 1.
There's only 2 elf teams, period. There's a couple of rats, isn't there? There's a couple of Skaven teams.
Yep. Yeah, I won't be playing against Dark Elves this weekend unless I play against 1 coach.
Yeah. There's a couple of dwarves, though, isn't there? How would you feel about a dwarf matchup?
Wouldn't be ideal.
J-Bane's
Is there
pretty
2?
talented, I think.
Yeah, Joe Blaine's solid dwarf coach. Farron, the issue with having no guard is because I didn't want to play with 2 rerolls. Now, in UKBBL, the Apothecary works by instantly healing the player, so the injury itself is not important. So taking an Apothecary is effectively like taking a 12th player. So what you can do is, as soon as you get a positional injured, you just Apothecary it, you get it straight back for the next drive. I didn't want to play with only 2 rerolls because I think
You've got
that's
an
just
Apoth, have
asking
you?
for trouble. Yeah, I've got an Apoth. So I've got 3 rerolls, an Apothecary, and 6 Blodge pieces.
Do you just use the Apothecary on the first injury?
The first non-lineman injury, I would use.
What about
it
the
on.
wrestle lineman?
Nah. I would. It would. My Apothecary usage will probably be for second injury, regardless, or first positional. Because I don't want to play with 9. There's no point playing with 9 needlessly. You may as well just Apothecary the second one. So, and yes, 20 Phoenix. I'm really surprised there are hardly any Norse and Woodies because that rule pack is really strong for both of them.
What's tap? I can't remember.
Tap's taking an all skink team or an ogre team. Tap's taking is something non-serious.
There will be a Stunty Cup, so that'll be nice.
Oh yeah, actually that's going to be quite well competed for, I would imagine.
Yeah.
There's 5 or 6 teams going for that now.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's 4. I think there's 2 halflings, an ogre, and then whatever Tapestry's doing. This is not looking great for the Dark Elves here, are they? Is it? Let's be honest.
No, this is shit or bust time soon for the Dark Elves. They've got to take that diving tackle skink out. That's what they've got to get rid of. I would put the ball. I would genuinely now would be moving forward, giving the ball to the strength 4 blitzer, blitzing the diving tackle guy, and just trying to run through. Because if you knock him over, it's okay. But you've got to take that skink out. So if that skink goes, you can just probably get away with it. But if he gets diving tackle on your ball carrying, you're in trouble.
Would you think? Yes, you can use it on KOs. By the way, Robbo. Verbal's not bringing anything. Robbo, he's unfortunately not able to make this next one. There's a couple of undead teams, isn't there? I have to say, I very nearly decided to go high elves again, but no, it's been such a long time since I played orcs in a tournament setting. This is not looking great for these. Oh, he's got the diving tackle piece now on the ball carrier.
Blitz it off, hand it off to the Agi guy. Run away.
The edge guy?
The strength guy.
Hand it off to him and then get downfield, yeah?
Yep. Because now that skink's in. He's a turn away from.
He's 2 turns away, isn't he?
Yes.
Now he's down. Yeah, so I hope if I end up playing you, Andy, he's passing to the Witch Elf instead. I hope if I play you, I roll nothing but stars, because then I'm in Mighty Blow We Trust.
Well.
Fair.
When is the draw being made? Is it live on GCBC next week?
We could do it like that. That might be good fun. We could do that. Yeah, why the hell not? There are a couple of grudge matches though. It's not going to take very long to do it.
Well, you could do the first round draw beforehand.
We've got
the full draw.
We've got the FA Cup second round to do as well. So next week. So. Okay, Waldorf, we'll do it just for you. Stuart DDJ's bringing dwarves.
Oh, double one.
Classic, double one. So, what does that witch elf? Oh, she used the blodging witch elf, so that's not so bad.
Yeah, but you should get 3 dice on this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Get skill if she scores.
So she's the right elf.
Well, the strength 4 guy is 1 point away from a skill.
So. Oh, there we go. We've not gone for the 3 dice, and that's not worked. And there we go. And if the ball scatters off the pitch, no. Oh, that's not unfortunate. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can get to the ball, only just though.
It's the moment 9 guy.
I'd put the movement guy to the side of the ball, and then go and pick it up with the Agi guy.
Yeah.
In fact, before I go and pick it up, I'd move the Saurus that's got Mighty Blow and that Agi movement 5 out of the way, so the block guy can go and stand next to the Witch Elf as well.
So as Andy shared his roster for the tabletop, I'll share mine. I'm not that happy with it, if I'm absolutely honest, but you know, it is what it is. I just need to pull it up.
It doesn't contain 4 Black Orcs.
So, no, it has more than I normally take though, to be fair to me.
It's got a stupid annoying scrapper in it though.
Good player. He's not the only team to have Scrapper. The Ogre team has Scrapper as well, I hasten to add. Not building redundancy in case of failure was silly. So my Orc team, I've got 3 Black Orcs. One's got block, 2 have Mighty Blow. I don't think we'll be using this skill set again, to be fair.
No?
No, I think 8 skills on an 11-man roster is a bit silly. I think we'll go back to the skill packages that we had before. That's the feeling I get. That's the impression I'm moving towards, personally. I have a troll. I do have 4 blitzers, 2 have tackle. Just Randy. It's like I knew I'd need extra tackle. I have 2 linemen with wrestle, just Randy as well. It's like I knew.
Well, they're not going to catch any elves.
And I have a thrower with leader, because I too have 2 rerolls. It's a 1.15, isn't it, Andy? This one.
Yeah.
No apothecary for me, but I do have scrapper. So I've got a 13-man roster. I do have a goblin in the team as well. A spare goblin. So yeah, should be fun. Should be fun. But I don't normally take Mighty Blow. I thought, why not? I could have gone boring. I could have gone Power Gamer, taken block on the Black Orcs, but no. It's like taking Dark Elves and taking 4 dodge pieces, isn't it, Andy?
Ah.
Well, this is looking jolly nice now for these lizards, isn't it?
Well, can get 2 die on the ball carrier.
Okay, talk us through
Yeah.
that, Pid.
It's not that hard. 2 dodges, 2 go for it. Hit the skink with the strength 4 piece.
Here he comes.
Just like that.
And he gets them down. Where's he go?
Oh,
It should
Doesn't
go
matter where he is.
next to the elf. Okay.
oh, he's leveled up his player.
Oh! And that's smashed ankle. Apoth time.
Yes.
45. Let's miss the next game. Fortunately, it's not against me. Well, that's one of the players that I wanted to be killed. So this does have jump up. Switch elf. Oh dear. Not that it matters. Right, well...
I'd still have gone for the mass dodgers with the witch.
Well, yeah. And the lizards
too.
have no rerolls here. So, safety first. Do you swarm the ball here? I suppose you do, don't you? Is that the
Just
option?
crowd the ball, push the blitzer away.
You could surf the blitzer this turn, couldn't you?
It's risky, that.
It's true, it's lots of blocks, isn't it?
I mean, if you really can't, you can probably do surf the
Oh.
blitzer and surf the witch. Oh, no, you can't.
Now you need another assist, because I want to block with the block skink. So I get him away from the ball.
Yeah. Oh dear, I don't like this. He's just made a
No,
made an
no.
error.
Now, who's going to pick the ball up now if you block with the block skink, though?
You're not going to pick up the ball. You're just going to make it really hard for the elves.
No, he's going to pick up the ball.
Look,
Ahoy, Bob. We were talking about you earlier. This isn't the Gav I know. No, it's very true, actually. I'm working jolly hard on playing sensibly. So sensibly that I've got 3 Black Orcs, 4 Blitzers, Scrapper and a Goblin. That's about as sensible as I get. But yeah, very unlike me, the roster build that I've gone for. This is not impossible to do this, is it really? I mean, you need to get lucky on the block, on the blitz. You need an open star, but then you've got a chance of getting the tie here if you're the Dark Elves, haven't you? And a few dice to go your way, but there is a 2 dice block on the ball carrier.
sort of have to do that first, though. Because that lineman that just got moved.
Well, Bob, what we were talking about earlier
Would
was
have been useful to
who
get the
has the most challenging team to play in the UKBBL, and the question was, is it A, your undead team? Oh, he's got the open star, so that's the start that you needed. Favourable bounce, yeah, he's got that too.
It'll be tricky though.
Well, 3+ to dodge away from the 3+ to dodge away from the Croxigal. That's the play, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd go with. Weirdly, I'd go and mark the Croxigal with a runner and then dodge away, because then you've still got 2 pieces in scoring range. Because I would go and try and pick the ball up, but I'd want to leave.
Would you be tempted? Would you be tempted to move that runner into assist and then blitz the Croxagore away with the strength 4 blitzer? It's a 3+, 2+.
Can't do the blitz. He's already done one.
Oh, of course, yeah. I forgot you'd done the blitz already.
But in an alternate rules set, Gav, absolutely, I would be considering this.
The double blitz is a very powerful play.
Oh, she's jumped up.
I think he'll be.
I thought the Witch Elf was the player that you wanted to try and score with here.
Runner to go and mark Croxagore. Block dodge, blitzer to try and walk in and pick the ball up.
Yeah, so your undead team, or is it Charlie's Hobgoblin team that has all Hobgoblins and a Minotaur? And then Pidpad threw in the Necro team from the OCC that has 2 flesh golems and all zombies. So, Bob, which of those tickles your boat the best? Is yours? And I see you've taken skeletons and zombies.
Oh, Tapestry. She's gone for a serious ogre team.
Oh, really? What's she taking?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ogres, no star players, 16 men, 2 block break tackle ogres, a guard leader ogre, and a guard ogre.
That's a diving tackle with skink.
5. No, there's no skills on the snotlings at all. 4 rerolls plus leaders. That's 5 rerolls. That's interesting.
And apparently, I tell a lie. There is no flesh golems on that team. It's all zombies.
All zombies. There we go. Well, the only way for you to compete with that, Bob, then, if it's an all-zombie team, is for you to build that legendary all-zombie leaping team that you've been talking about so much.
Need doubles for that.
Do you stay where you are if you're that?
Yeah. Well, no. If you've not used dodge, I'd move, because otherwise.
Well, it is the diving tackle, please.
You're going to get. Yeah, but you're going to get blitzed in. He's going to get 6 dice on you, because the blitz will push you next to the Saurus, who will then blitz back. So you've got to go away from that skink. So you do.
Do you even consider a?
Oh, he's got away. He's got away.
So you can get a block in.
The Waitrix is taking great pleasure from the fact that Falcon doesn't need to validate anything. So what you've got 1, 2, 3 players in scoring range, including the ball carrier. There's 1 turn to go for the Dark Elves after this one. Can J Japes, and he's still standing. So step 1 done.
But you blitz from the wrong square.
Yes.
Now do you throw a block with the skink? You need some assists.
Bringing an assist in, but yes.
Sensible. G4. So that's the 2 dice you need. 1 reroll in hand for the Dark Elves. It's a 3+ dodge for the Dark Elf at the moment, but I think this skink's going to move around to make that more challenging.
No, there's diving tackle and a tail. That's not a 3+ dodge.
That's a 5.
You got to, I guess you got to blitz that diving tackle piece out, haven't you?
Yep.
That's a given. That's nice. 1, 2.
No, because when the diving tackle follows up, you're going to have a T shape, and you're going to have to blitz the diving tackle, and then you're going to have to push yourself free. That's no, I don't like that.
You can't.
What you
follow up.
wanted?
You can't follow up there, can you? You can't really.
No, you can't.
It's followed.
Oh, you can if you now cover that skink. You've got to cover that skink from being blitzed.
Yeah, but the
Which
Saurus,
you
he
can
could just
sort of
blitz
do.
the Saurus as well, couldn't he?
Yeah, there's all manner of things you can. I guess we have to analyse this once he's finished moving things around, because it's a dynamic situation, right?
Well, that's the lizard's moved. Oh, he's got 2 left to go.
Blitzing the Saurus has to be the best.
The Saurus that's south of the Dark Elf, as we look at it. Yeah, that would work. That'd be 2 dice though. Okay, so now the play, I guess, is actually even easier. Is it not?
You can make it a 1 die.
Well, can't you just... Is that sidestep? Yeah, so surely the Witch Elf now blitzes that skink. You fill in the gap underneath that skink below the number 12. And you just blitz in from that direction. And then you can push your
2
piece...
dice into 2 dice, yeah.
2 dice into 2 dice and you free it up.
No, the Necrox has guard.
Okay, so it's 2 dice into 1 dice. That's still the play though.
2 dice into 2 dice will pill, because you won't have cancelling out number 2 assist.
I still prefer blitzing there.
You can cancel out the number 2 assist though, can't you?
Then you have no one to score with.
No, you cancel out number 2 assist with the lineman on the halfway line.
No, number 2 is not the problem. It's number 6 that's the problem.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forget the stupid player conventions on this game.
Oh,
Number 6 is the problem, yes.
okay.
Because you're pushing the ball
Yeah,
carrier
I'm
standing
with
next
you. Yeah, I'm
to
with
it.
you. Well, that's not that hard to cancel out either, is it? This guy here, this blitzer on the halfway line. 1 dodge, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6. Yeah, that's doable. It's
Two
2 into 1.
dodges.
I think that's the play.
I still prefer.
Yeah, I like that play, because it's 2 in 6, you choosing what you need. 1 in 6, just don't roll a skull. In fact, it's nice. You need
a
5 in
push.
6. Yeah, you need a push, and then you need. Well, he's not going for it, so this is interesting. What? Oh, okay. He's going to blitz sideways. He's going to blitz into the diving tackle skink.
failed to go for it.
The problem is you need a POW here.
Push
take the boat
Dark
now.
Elf 1 square backwards and make a pass. Seems least bad option.
Yeah, this is he ruined it now, I think.
Wow, that's bold.
I have no idea what's going on, but it's working.
He's now going to dodge the piece out and go for a very long pass because this runner has passed, doesn't he? I like it. You know how we like a passing play, Andy.
Well, we do.
Here we go. Here we go. For the draw. Drum roll, please. Here we go.
4 plus pass with pass, I guess. Looks like a 4.
Oh, it's inaccurate. Oh, what a shame.
It was indeed a 4.
Never mind. Well played, Javril. Well played. Good evening, Ceremo. No, the Waitrix, you haven't made a mess of your admin tasks yet, but give it time. Give it time. You'll eventually make a mess of something. Comes to us all.
Then you get banned for life. That's what happens when you make one tiny little fuck up. Just saying.
And it was every single admin task you'd ever done.
One tiny little.
It was the only one you'd ever done.
Diddly tiny little problem. I went on to validate many games.
Of admin tasks, who was it that pressed the red button?
That was Waldorf. Waldorf, don't bring it up. He's in the stream, Pidpad. But he did. He completely reset the website, I think. Shh. We don't talk about it. Right, congratulations to Javril. Commiserations to JJ. Thank you for that. That was actually quite an entertaining game. It's nice to see Dark Elves lose, isn't it, Andy? Hopefully see more of that at the tabletop.
And the last turn certainly held some surprise.
Indeed. It will be 1-0, so there's nothing else to be scored here.
Well, everyone wants to see a Saurus pass.
Oh, let's keep going with it then. Let's keep it going. Keep the dream alive.
Unfortunately, the Saurus on 15 points would have to dodge.
Hence why he just blocked.
Schaefer's not doing very well. Not that we're going to bring us this game, but Schaefer's not going very well.
Oh, what's going on? How's that?
Well, his WhatsApp message says, I don't even have words for the look right just now.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
at least I'm pleased it's going well for him.
Schaefer's Schaefer the Magnificent with his Necro team is talking about re-rolling next season.
2 Dark Elves, by the way. Dark Elves.
To Dark Elves, that will be an absolutely hiding to nothing. That will not pan out well. I'm calling it right now.
Well, he's going to get coached by someone relatively good at Dark Elves, I think, in the off season for a little while. So.
Okay. Ceremal, I see you're bringing the Khemri back, having another shot at the title. I see at the tabletop. Expecting big things. It can only go down.
I almost feel like I should call you out, but then I think that's a little unfair.
It'd be hilarious if he beat you in that, I tell you. There's Schaefer, he is losing. Stu DDJ's beating the Dwarves. Should we catch the end of that one? Is that Premiership? Quorn Warriors? It is, isn't it?
No.
No?
No.
Locomotive Blackfire, that's Mr. Penguin's team. There's not an awful lot of there's not an awful lot of Wood Elves left on the pitch here. There's a couple of dead ones. Dead lone alignment. Get out of it. see a pitch clear. And a dead lineman. And a treeman that's been hurt as well, to boot. Oh, he's fouled with aplomb. I do like to see dwarves sipping beer whilst they've been sent off. More than happy with their day's work. They have got to pick up the ball though. Nothing like having a war dancer in this situation, is there? Ceremal says he'll play you if you want, Andy. You've been called out live on air. Andy.
Oh dear.
This is one of those no-win situations for you, isn't it?
It is, yeah. That's right.
What do you think, Pid? Andy with his Dark Elf overpowered Dark Elf roster that he's published to the nation tonight, playing Khemri. Ceremal, talk us through your roster.
I would always back elves to beat Khemri.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what the right answer is here.
Of course, if the dwarves can't pick up the ball, they can't win this game. They can't get the tie.
Okay. Leap to the ball, dodge, pass.
Yeah. Where is the war dancer? Is it the one like? Oh yeah.
Yes.
No. Yeah. 3 plus.
What have the
4
Tomb
plus.
Guardians got? Oh, he does like rolling some dice.
Why would you roll millions of dice?
Because it's stew. It's stew. 3 Guard Guardians. Okay. He's blitzing stuff.
Fuck's sake.
Oh.
Okay, it worked, but still.
But why? Why?
What am I watching?
A block throw Ra, 2 tackle blitz Ras, 1 mighty blow Tomb Guardian, and a kick-off return throw Ra. There you go, Andy. What do you fancy? Oh, and he's picked the ball up and go for it for the tie. There we go. What can you say? Stu DDJ. That's the way to play. Oh dear. Oh dear. The only way this could get any more jammier was that turn 16.
Yes.
No, it's not. 1 turn attempt. It's got 5 players. One of them is a movement 9 catcher with sprint as well. Jeepers. This isn't done, guys. This is not done.
It is actually doable.
If he gets really lucky, you won't even need the blitz. You'll get a quick snap, won't you? What? Well, you see, we like to bring the best of the UKBBL. We've just seen a control game, and then we thought we'd show you a game with lots of dice being rolled. That's a nice setup, isn't it? I do like that. I suppose though the War Dancer just needs to leap in, doesn't he? Realistically. I think 5 players does make this slightly more challenging. If only that catcher had sidestep.
Yeah, it can be done. It can be done. The catch now is Stu the catcher in the right place. No, he didn't. Oh my god. I'm just trying to work this. Blitz from there. No, he has enough players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He needs 7.
No. He has just enough.
He's going to have to do a 2 dice uphill, isn't he?
2 die, 3 die.
3 dice uphill.
Stewie likes his 3 dice options. Well, Stewie just likes his dice, doesn't he?
So he blitzes in here. This is ridiculous. If he makes this will be amazing.
No, you blitz from the side. You can blitz from the side. You hit them from the side.
Yeah.
Push there. Then you can not follow up and walk back round again.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, that's a shame. Ruined on the first dice roll. Oh, got him. I think you end turn here, don't you?
Throw the
No,
ball.
you make the pass.
You just throw to one of the loner that's not in the tackle zone.
Yep, and if that succeeds, you block with a loner.
Good night, Ceremal.
I think I'd pass it to the catcher. He's got catch. He catches a 1 in 9. The other good catches a 1 in 6.
Yes, and then you foul the dwarf for good measure.
And then you foul the door for good mate. Absolutely. Oh, he is going to foul the door, otherwise you would have stood there. Oh.
And the loner would have got
Right, well there we go. We caught the end of that match. 2-2. Congratulations, Penguin and Stu, for a point well earned. I think we'll call it there. Thanks very much, Pidpad, for joining us. It's good to have you with us.
fun.
Indeed. And hopefully we can have you back next season. That'd be good. Certainly when Legendary comes along. I'd like to watch you playing those Kislev travelling circus.
You have to learn how first.
Yes, indeed. I think there's going to be a lot of people finding a lot about that, which is not something that we've seen in Cyanide Blood Bowl, is it? So, thank you once again, Andy, for a enjoyable evening. Until next week, let's see who's joining us next week. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let's have a look. So next week we've got, I think Schaefer's going to be joining us for the second FA Cup draw. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about the tabletop 12 coming up in Nottingham. At the moment, it does look like we've got odd numbers, so there may
I don't mind playing 2 teams.
Oh, there we go. What, to hedge your bets? Yeah, you're going to play Kemry with the other team.
Haha.
No?
Is he going to play a roster of my devising?
Well, you never know with Andy. We can talk about that next week once we know if we've got an odd number of coaches or not. But yeah, thanks very much, folks. Till next week, same time next week, we're going to roll the credits.